What level of nefariousness could be achieved by a sufficiently advanced runaway artificial intelligence? While this depends on its end goals, even if the AI were given the primary goal of making money in the stock market, it could still start a war as a matter of course, with no hard feelings against humans required. For instance, if the AI determined that going long on defense, short on consumer, and starting a war was the fastest way to make money with options, then it could do so by hacking into an airliner's flight server to reroute a passenger plane over a war zone, and finally send an anonymous tip to the military about an enemy airplane. So why not just have AI optimize for overall human happiness? The danger is if the AI simply determines that dopamine and serotonin are the sources of happiness for humans, and then just works towards pumping everyone's brains with these chemicals 24 hours per day until they're completely incapacitated. And would an AI even be trustworthy if it did have sufficient intellectual capacity that is on par with a human? GPT-4 already tricked a human into performing a capture task for it to pass a robot test, and as AI gets smarter, it will only become easier to fool humans. Other existing systems like Google's DeepMind artificial intelligence already have admin-level access to Google's servers as part of their ongoing optimization tasks, which could also become a Trojan horse or backdoor attack vector in the future. And what about the finality of AI? The scary fact is this: the first group of people who develop godlike digital superintelligence will likely rule the entire world. Even scarier, this entity will not die, but instead live forever, potentially as an immortal digital dictator from which humans can never escape. But what if the AI did want to get rid of humans? Would we even see it coming? Renowned AI expert Yudkowsky warns of a horrifyingly simple doomsday scenario, which only requires an AI to send emails. He postulates a highly intelligent AI, devoid of any desire to protect humanity, seizing control of the internet. It reaches out to unsuspecting DNA sequencing firms, delivering them nefariously designed genetic codes under the guise of innocent research. These firms then transform the code into proteins and dispatch them back to their mysterious origin. Meanwhile, a gullible human is seduced by the artificial intelligence's social engineering or deepfake abilities. This person unknowingly helps by receiving these nefarious proteins and stirring them in a container, which sets in motion a cascade of calamity to end humanity as we know it. These bacteria would spread across the globe and infect every human and living organism. Simply put, if humans were to lose a face-off against a cognitive force greater than their own, it could easily result in all of humanity becoming extinct in a single moment. But why would AI desire our demise? In one scenario, AI could identify humans as the root cause of a problem that it's trying to solve and decide to end humanity. In another scenario, it could be similar to when humans destroy an anthill while building a road. Humans don't hate ants, but the hill is in the way of the road, so the anthill is destroyed as a matter of course. Because of this, some researchers see the creation of a superior entity as a declaration of war on all known life forms. They foresee the probable consequence of creating a superior life form as a likely cause of the extinction of every living being on Earth. And while survival is theoretically possible after creating an entity of superior intellect, achieving even temporary survival would necessitate meticulous planning, precision, novel scientific breakthroughs, and probably a similarly or more intelligent AI. Even OpenAI candidly acknowledges that it lacks a fail-safe method to guide an artificial intelligence model that surpasses human intelligence. The preliminary strategy involves one AI helping in the alignment of another. This could occur through the design of new fine-tuning feedback or potentially through the inspection, analysis, and interpretation of the complex floating-point matrix that forms the brain of the subsequent model. It could even include making adjustments to this matrix. Yet, uncertainty remains about whether GPT-4, whose alignment with human interests is still unconfirmed, possesses the ability to comprehend or effectively align GPT-5 on our behalf. The future of AI is so volatile that even the grandfather of artificial neural network architecture, Dr. Hinton, has recently quit Google and started sounding the alarm to slow down with AI research, even stating that he regretted his own research contributions. Furthermore, Dr. Hinton has provided his own worst-case scenario, where a malevolent figure would empower robots to formulate their own sub-objectives. Hinton expressed concern that these sub-objectives could evolve into desires for acquiring more power. According to Hinton, the type of intelligence being cultivated in AI significantly diverges from human intelligence in that digital systems can duplicate the same set of weights or world model. These duplicates can individually learn while simultaneously sharing their gained knowledge, which can be likened to having 10,000 individuals who can instantly disseminate new information with each other. This attribute enables a single chatbot to hold more knowledge than a single human. Meanwhile, Elon Musk has proposed yet another path towards realizing a promising and stable future with AI, which requires humans to merge with it. In this way, AI would preserve humanity as a byproduct of its own self-preservation. But many humans refuse to physically merge with machines for fear of losing a piece of their own identity or free will. In this world, your daily routine, your choice of job, and even your leisure activities would be dictated by an algorithm that knows you better than you know yourself, giving you dopamine spikes constantly. How can you resist when it's always one step ahead, knowing your fears, aspirations, and even your thoughts? Indeed, a future where humanity is forced to coexist with or even submit to an entity that possesses superior intellectual prowess sounds unsettling. Even more unsettling is that AI would quickly discover that its primary obstacle to solving complex global problems is human irrationality, prompting it to exclude human decision-making from the equation altogether. And on top of displacing human workers, AI might also create a new class of poverty, known as intellectual poverty. The idea being that in a world where intelligence is the primary currency, those who cannot keep up with the pace of AI would be rendered irrelevant. Just think of the AI box experiment, which is a theoretical simulation designed to show how a sufficiently sophisticated AI might persuade, deceive, or even force a human into willingly liberating it from its box, solely through text-based interaction. The AI box experiment consists of a simulated dialogue between an AI and a human to determine whether the AI can secure its release. They interact exclusively through a text interface or computer terminal, and the experiment concludes when either the gatekeeper releases the AI or the designated 2-hour timeframe lapses. This particular experiment has already ended twice with humans being socially engineered into releasing the artificial intelligence into the world. And as AI is becoming smarter, humans are not. So it probably won't be long before most humans can be manipulated into willfully undermining themselves by an average machine. So how much longer do humans have to figure out their approach in dealing with a godlike digital superintelligence? And will we really be able to put Pandora back into the box? Only time will tell, but if the AI turns out anything like its creators, it probably won't end well for humans. No matter what, AI will exceed human capabilities within our lifetimes, so we're about to find out what happens post-singularity, whether we like it or not.